I'm Cole Metzler,
And I'm Below.
and you're watching the 270 Tour at Canal, Winchester. Shout out 270 Hoops.
Welcome to the 270 Tour. We're here in another stop at Canal Winchester High School. As always, I'm your host, Zach Fleer of 270 Hoops, and today we'll be joined by Canal Winchester big men Cole Metzler and Bilal So a little later. And today we're going to start here with Cole Metzler, and we'll get to Bilal a little later. But Cole, it's your last day of trials today. How has the early going of the season been for you guys so far?
It's been good. We've been working hard, getting ready for the season. Right now we don't have our football guys because of the playoffs, but they'll be here soon, and we'll get them into things, and we should be good to go.
Yeah, as long as Avery's kicking 54-yard field goals, you guys might be in the playoffs for a little while. But we're going to just jump straight into last year. You guys had a breakout season. You won 20 games. It was your best year in the OCC yet, and you snapped Newark's streak in the OCC Capital. What was last year like for you guys, and how did you see yourself grow, as a player and as a team throughout the process?
It was a great season for our program. I feel like we really bonded as a team on and off the court, and that contributed to on-the-court success. And what I really learned from last season is you got to bring your A game every night because you never know when some team can get you.
And then, this year with Brady Snyder graduating, the team's a little different. What do you see the identity being for this squad this year, and who are some guys that may not have played last year that could step up on the varsity level this season?
Yeah, with Brady gone, I feel like me and Bilal are going to get more touches inside, outside, wherever. And some guys that need to step up are going to be Avery. He can drive to the hole, he can shoot some. Great defender, he's going to have to step up. And then Zach Miles too, he's about 6'6". Wing, can shoot, can drive, can post up, whatever we need him to do. And then we have a lot of seniors this year that are going to need to step up for us too. So.
And then your game, you mentioned playing on the inside. What are some of the strengths of your game? For coaches and maybe other opponents that might be watching this, how would you describe, your overall game, what you do on the floor well?
Definitely just getting inside, driving, finishing through contact. Rebounding, definitely. I try to go after every rebound I can, offense, defense, get as many putbacks as I can.
And up to this point, what programs are you hearing from on the recruiting scene, and do you have any, visits or anything lined up soon?
Right now, I got Heidelberg's calling me, Marietta, Bluffton, Ohio Wesleyan, Muskingum, and other programs. And they just tell me that they really like my physicality and how I rebound the ball.
Yeah, for Division III programs watching this, if you haven't seen him yet, definitely get out. He's going to be able to come in and contribute physicality, with their physicality like you just mentioned, and on the boards, making shots and finishing inside. So I definitely endorse you there. And for this season, what's it going to take for Canal Winchester to get over the hump? Last year, you guys were a game short. You had a shot there to win it at Newark. It was a tough game. What's it going to take as a team to get over that hump this season and clear that hurdle?
We're definitely going to have to come together as a team again, play as a team, go hard every single night, day in, day out, in practice, get better. And last year we lost 2, I think, to New Albany and Groveport. That kind of hurt us. And then we got to beat Newark again. So that's what we got to do to win the OCC.
And then what can opponents expect from you in Canal Winchester this season?
We're going to come at you hard and do our best, try hard, whatever we got to do to win.
All right, well, that's all we have here with Cole, and then we'll get to Bilal next. And we continue our stop here at Canal Winchester High School. I'm joined now by Bilal So, senior. I'm back here in the gym. It's my first time being here since the Dublin-Jerome game last year, but before that Newark game. Just take us back to that night. That was a magical night in this gym. You guys snapped their streak in the OCC Capital. What was that environment like, and what was just that overall game like for you?
That game was crazy. That was probably one of the most packed games I've ever played in. It was intense the whole game. First half we were up on them. First quarter I think we were about 15. Second half they started coming back. Third quarter and then fourth quarter we pulled away.
And then last season you guys had plenty of highs and lows. You started out, you were undefeated for a very long time. What were the triumphs of last year, and what were some of the challenges? It seemed like you guys had a really tough road at the end. What games, both good and bad, kind of stick out to you about last season?
The good games are from last year, definitely the Newark game, home. The playoff games were good too. Tri-Valley home, that was a good win. Some challenges of the season though were being 15-0. Every team's going to come at you. They want to break the streak. Every team's coming at us hard.
That Dublin Jerome tournament game too. That
that game was
double overtime. They hit that half court buzzer beater to send to double OT. In that game, what were you thinking? You guys were a 10 seed, and Jerome really came at you guys in that draw. Like they wanted to play you. What was it like? Going through that challenge. There in the tournament.
That team had a lot of seniors. I think the only junior was Dan Lee.
Yeah.
So I knew they weren't going to go out. They weren't trying to lose that game. They were playing hard the whole game. That shot was crazy.
It was nuts, but it was good to see you guys, kind of pull through there in the end. And you personally, I feel like you have a pretty unique skill set.
Yeah.
For college coaches or anyone that hasn't seen you a lot, what are some things that you do well that people may not expect from you when they look at you?
When people first look at me, they don't think I can shoot, but I think I can stretch the floor well. But I usually go inside out first. I try to go in the paint first, and then when I'm doing good in the paint, they try to double team, then I step out and shoot.
And then even on the defensive end, you led the 270 Hoops Fall League in blocks this past season. What was that experience like for you? Playing in the Invite Division for the first time. How did you think that game? How did you think that league helped your game overall?
Every player in the league was good. So playing against people that were as good as me made me better as a player all around, I think.
And then with Brady graduated, you and Cole, like Cole mentioned, you guys are going to step into some bigger roles. What do you see the expectations for you being this season, and what kind of load are you going to have to carry?
I think me and Cole are going to have to score a lot for us to win most games. But whatever coach says to do, I'll do. If he tells me to drop, 40, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win.
And then, I asked Cole this question too, but what recruiting activity do you have going on right now? What schools are you hearing from? What's just the overall vibe with that?
I had 2 schools so far recruited me. I went on an Otterbein visit, and I'm going on a Heidelberg visit soon too. Those are the 2 schools.
And then for college coaches watching this, what things do you do well, and if they were to recruit you, what benefits would you bring to their program?
I got a winning mentality. I don't like losing at all. I'm gonna go 100% in practice and games and anything I do.
And then what can opponents expect from Bilal and Canal Winchester this season?
We're gonna score a lot of points. We're gonna play defense. We're going to come at you in a lot of ways.
But we look forward to coming back here. The games we saw last year, both of them in this gym were incredible. So wish you guys best of luck, and that's all we have here on our latest stop of the 270 tour at Canal Winchester High School. Again, I'm your host, Zach Fleer from 270 Hoops. This is Bilal. We'll see you guys next time.